Alrighty then, back once again for another reaction. This time it's Once Upon a Time, Season 2, Episode 19. And yes, we shall be finishing Season 2 very soon, despite how it's taken me 2 years to get through this series so far. Thank you so much to everybody who's been so patient with me and all of the mental health troubles I've been having. Your understanding has been incredibly appreciated. I don't deserve you guys, and although I'm sure there are many ways that people will tell me that I do deserve it, the whole point of why somebody becomes depressed in the first place is thinking they're not worthy. So everybody has that complex who gets into that kind of position, I think. And yeah, real life's just crap, isn't it, at the moment? This COVID thing on top of everything else, like, I am ready to get outside and enjoy life again. We haven't been given the opportunity to move on with life following my dad's death last summer. We just haven't. We haven't had our freedom to go out and do the things that we want to do. And so whenever something comes along, it hits me 10 times as hard because I'm still stuck in that miserable limbo. And it didn't really strike me until the turn of the year, which is why production's been so low. I think passing the first major holiday without him around really threw me, and it's been really hard to get back on. It's been really hard to get back on track. Yeah, I have projects that I want to get out, I have videos I want to make, and I have reactions to record, and you know what? I'm finally doing some. I know that I've been posting explanations, I've been posting my reasons, and you've been very understanding and very trusting on me. I appreciate it so much. But at the same time, I want to be watching stuff. I'm enjoying Once Upon a Time. Like, I want to get more of Demon Slayer done. I want to get through Bofuri. I want to get through all of my anime requests. I know I want to return to Young Justice. I've got things to do, so let's try and do some stuff. As for Once Upon a Time, I think what didn't help is that last time Tamara came onto the scene and completely blew me away with everything that she was involved in, and it was reveal after reveal after reveal, and I think I got overwhelmed. Like, it was just too much information at once. I think that alone makes you want to, like, take a cool-off period before jumping into the next episode, just in case it's going to keep bombarding you again. So maybe I've been a little afraid of what's coming next as we ramp towards the season finale. So hopefully season 2 ends with a bang and I will leave it feeling satisfied. I know I've got 4 episodes left. There will be this one, then episode 20, and then I've been told by my good friend Atticus that from this season onwards, all finales are 2-parters, so I shall be keeping that in mind. So the finale will always be 2 episodes in one from me from this point forward. But for now, we've got episode 19 to deal with. As usual, I don't bother looking up the titles. These come to me in number format, which I'm very appreciative for, because sometimes it does spoil the focus character of the episode, and I liked the cinematography to show me completely blind, like as if I was turning it on the TV when people used to watch this weekly as it was coming out on TV. So I feel like I get the more authentic experience by just letting the episode play and hit me with what it's got without me knowing anything beforehand. So with that being said, let's do just that. Let's continue watching Once Upon a Time. Well. I have to give them a lot of credit here. It's almost like they knew it's almost like they knew certain fans would be having my, which is completely honest, reaction to the Tamara scenes of, oh, come on, just get it over with. I don't care about this compared to everything else that's been happening in the episode. Like, just get on with it. I have to be completely honest. As a reaction, at the moment, I don't want Tamara on screen. I want her nonsense away from me. I can't help the way I feel. Like, it just feels so out of place for some reason. It makes me so uneasy and uncomfortable. And I want to say that they knew people would be feeling like that, and that's why they threw in fan favourite Hook into the equation. Because it's suddenly like, okay, now I'm suddenly back on board once upon a time. I'm going to start paying a lot more attention if Hook has become involved, and he shall soon become my favourite part of those scenes. So, if you've found a way to reintroduce Hook into what's going on, I'm fine with it. I can learn to live with Tamara if it means I get more Hook. That's basically what I'm trying to say. And I have a feeling that they somewhat knew that. So, okay, let's ease people in by attaching a fan favourite character to these events. That's what I'm going with. Okay, that completely justifies things at the moment for me. Obviously, we still have to see where this goes, but yeah. As for this episode, it was clearly a Rumpel and Bell episode, or Lacey, was it? This new girl personality, the cursed self that she would have had if Regina hadn't kept her in the asylum, so that Gold would never see her and get his memories revived. Yeah, this was all about them. Some scenes that we hadn't seen before, which I said I was really appreciative of. We saw more of the in-between stage of them being master and servant and genuinely amicable housemates. Like, in the original flashback that we got of them, we got the introductory part, but then we skipped to months later when Bell was casually redecorating his house. He was like, oh, I'll get used to it. Like, and he was talking really calmly with her, and they were very understanding, and they were close enough for him to accept a kiss from her. So that said a lot about the leaps and bounds that they'd come with each other. So actually getting to see something happening within those months is wonderful. It really helps make their dynamic even more believable. I mean, I believed it from the start, but adding that context on top of it makes things a lot easier. Like, oh my gosh, it was so adorable. Just seeing Belle stand up to him every step of the way and worm her way into his heart more and more, and that little hug that she gave him, like, he was like starting to hesitate, and seeing her slowly thaw his heart of ice, that's the sort of love story that really gets to me. I really love how they're handling the whole Belle and Rumpel thing. But something I wasn't expecting was this whole Lacey thing, and how Regina has put her on route to being her cursed self. And the messed up part is that she's a bit of a wild girl, and she actually seems to like it, if what I picked up in my peripheral was accurate. That she wanted Rumpel to be this twisted guy that everyone was afraid of, because that's her current, like, what her current persona loves. And I love that it was contrasted with the exact same dialogue applying both ways, with Belle starting to realise Rumpelstiltskin's soft side, put opposite Lacey learning of Gold's dark side, and both saying, you're not the person I thought you were, and I'm glad. Like, this is genius dialogue. Oh, if there's one thing I could place as genius above everything else for Once Upon a Time, it's the script. There are so many biting remarks, excellently sarcastic conversations, and interconversational callbacks and references and motifs that are prevalent in every single episode from start to finish. Like, the dialogue is crafted like a master painting, and I love it. There is always an example to pick out from every episode I've seen so far. I'm absolutely sure of it. But that is one of the best we've had for a long while. Two entirely opposite scenarios, the exact lines of dialogue apply perfectly to both situations. That is what I live for with this show. That really hit home. And like I said, this makes it extra interesting, because now they're en route to become pretty dangerous together, I think. Like, if she likes this side of him, he has no real reason to be on his best behavior anymore, because he has her interest. Like, screw everyone else. Like you know, it's going to be a lot easier on him. It's going to be a lot easier. So that's why I'm almost afraid of what Regina might not know what she's done here. Like, she might be allowing Gold to turn into more of a monster, which means more of a threat to her, because I'm sure they're still beefing, even though they are technically family now. As that whole thing still fries my mind to think about it, by the way. But there were other interesting things scattered throughout this episode, like Regina, like, catching on that Emma let slip that Henry might soon be gone forever. Like, what do you mean by that? Like, she began to suspect something was wrong and used that awesome tracking technique to find where David and Mary Margaret's car went and discovered the beans. That was a pretty cool way of her getting in on it. Just that little slip up from Emma, just that little bit, and that's the way to do it. That's much better than someone making a stupid error or an out of character mistake or something like that. That was something based on pure intuition and intelligence from Regina's part, and I really like when it happens that way. So I don't hold anything against Emma for that. Like, she was trying, like, to get through a message to Regina. Why don't you just be good? Like, and things will fall into place. Not everybody in the world is trying to scheme. Also amused me how God actually convinced David to help him. That was really cool. Especially with how he gave him incredible incentive with, for once I would owe you a favor. Like, imagine being able to command a favor of the Dark One, like, free of charge. That sounds like a pretty bonus deal. Like, I'm not surprised that he did take him up on it and that he helped be supportive of him. I really liked seeing that dynamic. But yeah. So thanks to the immense focus on Belle and Rumple in this episode, some cool stuff with Regina and Emma that we briefly saw, and very minimal Tamara involvement, I'd say this was a pretty balling episode. I thought this was great. So really great one to return to. But I'm looking forward to the episodes that come next. We're almost done with the season, and I shall see you guys next time.